Welcome to the BIM Studio Talk at the BIM World. I have two interesting gentlemen here at the table. To my right, Igor Zinnmann, the president of AMC Bridge, and Wolfgang Weilicher, the CEO of Robotic Eyes. Well, Igor, AMC Bridge was founded 1999 in Boston, USA. Meanwhile, you have 600 developers and specialized in the engineering and ANC industry. But that's quite impressive.
Thank you.
Why are your developers so interesting for this industry?
Well, we have a long history, as you mentioned. We founded in 1999, and me personally and company has a roots in mechanical design, engineering software back in the 90s and 2000. And architectural and construction industry was a little bit behind in digitalization and 3D and all these modern technologies. But around 2010, 11, kind of everything changed, and AEC started catching up. And when you catch up, there's several interesting things happen. For example, kind of people starting to panic a little bit, and considering what should we do, how will we catch up. What happening is companies are acquiring technologies left and right, and plus technology overall progressing very quickly. But having technologies on board is not enough. Having technologies part of your workflow, that's what's important. And that's what right now missing in our view. In AEC, let's take, for example, 3D capturing technologies, point clouds, 3D views, and such. The hardware is progressing very quickly. So right now, you can buy a device for 5,000 euros. It used to cost for 50,000, 100,000, and produces amazing amount of information with accuracy and precision. But 3D images and point clouds is just raw data. You have to process it. You have to extract information for the downward modifications for workflow, to make it part of your company workflow, to make it part of your data acquisition. And that's what we do. We work with the companies to take disjoint technologies, new hardware, software, and put it all together, helping companies to create a unified workflow, unified data centers that could be used for making decisions, making new plans, and et cetera, et cetera. So, in short, coming back to your question, why AEC? It seems to be AEC right now in the front of innovation. It kind of acquiring new technologies, and more and more devices, more and more advanced techniques are developed for AEC. And the industry in overall needs more integration, more consolidation of technology, more work to make these technologies part of the overall workflow of the organization. And that's where our interest in, and that's where our expertise is.
So you make the things happen in the background.
Yes, yes. But so on the front, people could work more efficiently and could do more stuff with less effort.
In Germany, we say you're a true hidden champion.
Thank you.
You are also listed as one of out of the 500 largest software companies worldwide. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
So, can you give us an overview what AMC Bridge is doing in the industry fields? Just a short overview.
Yes,
so
yes. Continuing on my example of point cloud, as I said, what we do, we take disjointed technologies and making them work together, making them kind of part of the overall workflow for the organization. Again, coming back to my example of point clouds, let's say big buildings like airports or factory buildings, they they are kind of constructed and built for many years. And very often the situation is that while the original floor plans, original drawings exist, but since the building was constructed, a lot of things happened. New equipment was bought, so several walls were destroyed, several walls were erected, some doors were closed, some windows were open, so on and so forth. So at the end of the day, owners of such buildings, well, we had example of airports, for example, they don't know how the real floor plan looks like right now. So the current capturing technologies, current 3D capturing technologies like point cloud capturing, help you to gather this data. So visually, when you do a scan of the building, you'll see how it looks like, and person can analyze it, but this means very little to computer. So what we, for example, can do is can extract a floor plan and create a drawing out of the 3D capture. That drawing could be used for the reconstruction, for the modification of the building, to the kind of down workflow to basically make sense of what's going on.
So you're capable to bring more value to digital twins.
Yes. I think it's a very good summarization. We add value to the digital twins technologies that are coming on the market.
Excellent. Recently you signed a partnership agreement with Robotic Eyes for the German-speaking area. Why did you choose Robotic Eyes?
Well, one part it's accident. Another part it's a very nice match because Robotic Eyes work in exactly the area we talked about in 3D visualization, in image capturing, computer vision, and we see this is one of the leading technologies in AEC. So people would like to see, kind of compare as built with as designed. People want to see how the building is progressing according to schedule, behind the schedule, well, hopefully ahead of schedule, but how this building is erecting while it's constructed. People would like to retrofit existing buildings, and for that they need technologies that Robotic Eye is producing. And we need to bring this technology to the overall workflow to, as you said, make sense of the digital twins. So
excellent. So with this partnership, you want to bring in your development power also into this region?
Yes, absolutely. That's the goal.
Excellent. To your right, we have the CEO from Robotic Eyes, Wolfgang Walcher. Wolfgang, can you give us a little bit background to your person and why are you interested in this partnership?
Well, thanks for having us in the first place. Yes, I am about the same age as Igor is, but Robotic Eyes is not 20 years old. We just started 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago. And before that, I spent most of my career in the US, 10 years at Microsoft, but always in the world of software, 3D mapping, and information extraction. And augmented reality is a technology that became mainstream just a few years ago, and we found that if we want to bring digitization to the BIM world and to the construction world, and also help with digitizing what's happening in the physical world and bring that in a digital form into the BIM planning process, then that is a great technology for us. And so that's how we started Robotic Eyes. And so our main goal really is to make sure that the people who are out there working day and night, making very difficult decisions and hard work, have all the information they need to do the right thing at the right time and make decisions with confidence. Because if you compare to their digital twin in the office who does the planning work and whatnot, if those people make a mistake, they have an undo button. They can go back 20 steps if they need to. There is no undo button for a bulldozer or for a concrete pump or any of that. So there are real consequences to having bad data or wrong decision and so forth. And we are very, very very, very focused on giving digital toys and tools. And I use toys on purpose. It needs to be very easy to use. It needs to be fun to use, because otherwise people wouldn't use it in a stressful environment. So we want to give them the tools and the toys to make good decisions at all times, and help them be more efficient, but also safer. Now, that is by itself a great thing, but on its own, it's a nice thing to show on a trade show or on a conference, but in real world, it has to be integrated with the overall workflow. These are big enterprises. They don't have just one bulldozer or whatever example I used before. So the integration with the existing legacy environment, the seamless transfer of data out to the mobile devices and back into the environments they're already having deployed, that's really where we have found that AMC Bridge is an excellent partner, because there are no two big companies alike, and they all use a different set and mix of machinery and tools and softwares and processes and workflows. Even the legal requirements are different from state to state, from country to country. And so there is a great deal of individual, it's almost by design that every single one is different. So the one-size-fits-all solution will not cut it. It's the 80-20% dilemma. And so while we can deliver, get 80% there for a real smooth, seamless workflow and great benefit to the customer, we need to be able to do all the customization, and that's where AMC Bridge comes in, and that's why this is a great partnership for us.
Very good. So looks like you both know how digitization is done and how development is done, and you both are active and focused on the AEC industry. If I take the BIM world here, the event is growing year by 50%. If I take this as an indicator, so you're both active in a growing market, and you know how solutions are done. So I'm excited to look forward what the next year is going to happen and what kind of solutions we see here. Thank you very much for coming and joining the BIM studio.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.